Alright, so this week we're going to start off by talking about polynomials. And a polynomial is just any function which can be written in this form. You're going to have some constant times x to an integer power, and that integer power is always going to be positive. So n is an integer greater than or equal to 0. All right? Now, the degree of the polynomial is the highest power of x that appears when it's written in this form. So we may have to do a little bit of work to get it in this form, but once we have it in this form, we can just look for the highest power of x. So now let's do an example. P of x equals 4 minus 3x plus 5x squared minus 6x cubed. Now we can see that this is a polynomial, and its degree is 3. However, f of x equals the square root of x. This is not a polynomial because this is the same as x to the 1/2, and 1/2 is not an integer. Now let's look at a slightly harder example. Now, this guy is a polynomial. Let's go ahead and expand it so we can find the degree. I'll expand this term first, and that expands to x to the 4th plus 2x squared plus 1. And then I'll expand this guy second, and that expands to x squared minus 2x. And now we'll go ahead and distribute, and I'll get x to the 4th times x squared minus 2x plus 2x squared times x squared minus 2x plus 1 times x squared minus 2x. And now, what do I get from this? X to the 6th minus 2x to the 5th plus 2x to the 4th minus 4x cubed plus x squared minus 2x. So now it's easy to see that we're a degree 6 polynomial. Now, that's a lot of work just to find the degree of a polynomial. So if you're just trying to find the degree, h of x is going to have the same degree as if we just take the highest term in each factor. So this first factor, the highest term is x squared, and then we're raising the whole thing to the second. X minus 2, the highest term in that is x, and that final term is just x, so the highest term is x. And that's going to simplify to x to the 4th times x squared, which is x to the 6th. So these two guys have the same degree.